Good evening, TikTok. This is your brother Herman with MakeUpSeeTheTruth.org. We are the nonprofit organization who has been anointed and appointed by our Father Godhead Most High. That consists of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. In case you don't know the Trinity, that's the Holy Trinity. We are governed by them. We are communing with the rest. And at the same time, we have to be our best. With that being said, we took a break from the last time we have posted and uploaded. We did a series 21, which was called God is the Experience We Come to Seek. And the last series we did was episode number 10, series 21. And the episode was entitled, Are You Asleep? We're getting ready to crank back up and do a series 22, which means we have a lot of videos that you need to catch up on if you're not already there. We're going to just do a little interlude right now to let you know that we're back and we're getting ready to start back up. And we've just been busy. I'm back in school. I'm in school for psychology. I'm in college right now, and I'll let you know, give you a little heads up of what's going on with me. Totally free. Don't have any chains around my neck. Nobody telling me what to do and that type of thing. And that's a beautiful thing. But we're getting ready to crank up series 22, no title yet. Episode number 1, no title yet. But what we want to just briefly talk about, which is the negativity that surrounds us. It seems like every time you try to do something positive, there's always somebody that wants to hold you back or hold you, like hinder you. They just want to keep you down. They don't want to let you fly. They don't want to let you take off because maybe they're inferior. I don't know. I don't want to speculate. But there's reasons, many reasons why people don't want to see you thrive and excel, succeed in life. We're not supposed to dwell on those types of energies, because there's never a time when you come around a negative energy or people when there is no one, when there's like a negative, like there's just every time you come around them, all they want to do is bitch, moan, groan, argue, and complain about everything. There's always some bullshit. So what we want to do is we want to extricate all of that negativity, and we want to go ahead and focus on the positivity, because now that I'm in school, back in school for psychology, and I'm going to mix it with a little bit of the spirituality, I'm going to take it into a different level. And that's if the Lord is willing, because first of all, we got to make sure he's willing. Pretty sure he is, because I wouldn't be where I'm at today if he wasn't willing, correct? So let's just go ahead and keep it pushing. I'm going to let you know that a lot of people talk about they came straight from the mud and now they're at the top. But they never tell you about the kind of experience that their soul had to take, which is a straight drop. Anytime somebody says that I came from the mud and now I'm at the top, they're not finishing the statement. It means I came from the mud and now I'm at the top. But you'll never know what my soul had to experience, which was a drop. And sometimes when you're trying to get into certain areas, arenas, areas in life, it could be the music industry, Hollywood, entertainment, whatever, comedy. Usually when you got to go into an arena or atmosphere or environment as such, usually what that means is that you're going to have to sell your soul if you want to make it far. That's usually, and I'm talking generally because I don't want you to think that that's what you have to do all the time, because you don't. Because there's maybe one or two out there that has experienced a great level of achievement without having to sell their soul. But what about that 98% that did? At the time that they were selling their soul to get to the top, they never thought for 1 second that they would take a drop. Their soul would. And so what the devil would do, Satan, Lucifer, whatever you want to call him, the evil one, is he'll sell you a package, but he won't tell you what's going to come with the package. And he's selling you something that really is temporary. There's nothing eternal about it. There's nothing everlasting about it. There's nothing forever about it. It's always temporary, and it's always come with a cost. Always come with a cost. So before you do that and put yourself in peril, which is your soul, because once that happens, then you take a mental breakdown and you start to take a tumble. The next thing you know, you need to wind up in an office such as mine, and you need to put your feet up, kick your feet up, and tell me how it all started. And then I'm going to have to help you get yourself out of what you got yourself in. All because of, I would say, a rush. You're hurrying. You're not taking your time. See, in life, we have to take a walk. We don't run through life. We walk through life. And if you run through life, chances are you're going to find yourself having to double back, come back, pick up some of the things that you missed while you were running. And that's what the devil likes to get you to do. He likes to get you running. God wants you to walk. Jesus, Yeshua, whatever you want to call him, they want you to walk. Allah, Buddha, anything positive, any entity positive wants you to walk. But when you talk about the highest of all deities, we're talking about the Godhead Most High, the Trinity. They don't want you running through life. They want you to walk. If someone has you bamboozled, fooled, tricked, hoodwinked, whatever word you want to use, they just suckered you into believing that you can get somewhere without having to put work in. Well, that's not God, because 2 Thessalonians 3:10-15 says that if you don't work, you don't eat. A lot of people are out there busybodies. They're just busy trying to be something that they're not ready for. It's not that they're not supposed to be it yet. Well, I should say be it. But it comes with a yet. Maybe you are supposed to be a musician or a songwriter or an artist or a dancer or a, superstar, celebrity. But did you put the work in to get there? Or did you get a hand up? Because usually a hand up comes with a hand out. Don't put yourself in a predicament. That's what this is about. So Series 22 is going to be jumping off with some psychological, spiritual informations that's going to have some knowledge attached to it, meaning some factual data, some factual basis that you can go and check. You don't have to take Brother Herman's word for it. But what you need to do is listen to Brother Herman, because my job is to, first of all, be a messenger for God. And his job is to give you the truth. So I have to deliver the truth. I cannot sugarcoat it. I cannot beef it up. I can't inflate it. I can't do anything other than give it to you how I have received it from the source, which is God. I try to do my best to stay away from earthly, worldly resources. So what I do is I go into my books, and I go into the book, the Bible, the basic instructions before leaving earth. I pull out the scriptures, And I see if it all lines up. And if it lines up, then hey, that might be the answer. That might be the answer. I'm not telling you that one answer fits all people. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not telling you that one answer fits all religions. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what this is about. I'm not here to convince you. I'm here to give you some food that you can chew on. Some of y'all, it's going to be some milk that you could drink on. But at the same time, we're going to be feeding on the truth. We're not going to be feeding on foolishness. We're not going to be feeding on the worldliness. We're not going to be feeding on temporariness and all that Lucifer, devil, fallen star, fallen angel BS. We're not going to do that. What we're going to do is keep you grounded and focused. And this is for not everyone. This is for people that are willing or ready to wake up. There's so many political issues that are going on right now. There's so many things going around the world right now, like wars and things of that nature. And we even have a civil war going on inside this country that nobody really wants to talk about. And we'll get into that a little bit later. But right now, this is to keep you focused on just because you come from the mud and you get to the top. Well, did your soul have to take a drop? Just because you are in a better place today, did you pave the way for someone else? Or are you just thinking about yourself? This is what this is about, because God is about inclusiveness. He's not about exclusiveness. He's about interdependence, not independence, and not dependent. We're not dependent on anybody, and we know that independence is just it's kind of like what the devil does. He likes to play with God's truths. He likes to play with his principles and his values. And we don't do that. So what this is about is it's about putting in the work to get out the fruit or the recompense, the reward that comes with putting in work. If you have not put in work, you should not expect to eat from the goodness of the table. If you are going around trying to stop people from eating from the goodness at God's table, then you are going to get what we call the rations or the scraps from the devil's table. If that's what you want, fine. Nobody's arguing with you. But if you want something better, then you need to be willing to put in the work. You see what happens when we put in the work? Good things happen when we put in the work. Good things happen. There's chance for you to grow, educate, learn, become better. There's chances for you to start a business of your own so that you don't have to punch a clock and work for somebody else and help them become rich, make them richer than yourself. You know, and it's not about rich. It's about being comfortable in life and not having to worry about the small things. And really, you shouldn't be worried at all, because God says don't worry for nothing. Worry for nothing. Be thankful for everything, and in all things give thanks. That means in all things I will be thankful, no matter what it looks like. So with that being said, that's about the basis of what Series 22 is going to be. And I want to just take a breath, take a moment, think about what the title is going to be for Series 22, but at the same time, doesn't matter, because it's going to Series 22, all 10 episodes is going to be about this. It's going to be about psychology mixed with spirituality. We're going to blend that together, and we're going to see how many people we can help. We're not here to help everyone, because we can't. We already know this. That's like a frustrating thought. So rather than frustrate yourself with something that you're not in control of, why don't you just let go of the control, let God be in control, and let him guide you and direct you into the people's lives that you're supposed to touch. In the meantime, pick up what you're supposed to pick up: the tools, the knowledge, the informations, correct informations, positive positivity. Pick that up, apply it in your life, and start operating in it and see where that takes you. See where that takes you, because when you get where I am, and I aspire to be further than this, I've got people way ahead of me, but I am not where I used to be. I'm a lot further than where I was. My job is to help you, whoever is behind or needing to catch up or needing to learn. Because you might not be behind, you might be right on time, but you're still in a learning process like we all are. My job is to help you learn correctly so that you can teach correctly, so that we can all become correct. All this political correct stuff is BS if there's no equality, equity, and no balance, justice. When you have inequality and inequity, injustices, travesties of all kinds going on still to this day, 2024, December 2024, still to this day in the world, then that means we have a lot of work still to do. My job is to become part of the solution. Your job is to become part of the solution. Our job is not to remain part of the problem. If you remain part of the problem, or choose to, because it's a choice, then you're not on the team that I'm on. And again, I don't hate you. I don't have nothing against you. Pick your team. Choose which team you want to be on. I've been on both sides of the equation, so I just choose the best side. And the best side is the positive side. So again, this is Brother Herman from MakeHimSeeTheTruth.org, a nonprofit organization. Everything you need to do or know is on the front of this channel. If you feel like helping us and assisting us, the donation link is on there too. If you want to reach out to me, hit that inbox. Let me know how you're doing. If I can help you, I will. But don't waste my time, because I'm not going to chase behind anyone that does not want to be caught. And that goes for everyone. Until next time, when I start Series 22, no title yet, episode number 1, no title yet, take care of yourself and each other. And may God continue to bless us all. All right?